Hello, Ananto, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Just wait. Only 4 candidates. You are coming. So this is your remedial class. So only in this class we have discussed uh, discuss leisure chapter. Leisure chapter. In previous remedial class means in previous week uh, uh, we are we are talking about the definition of leisure types, spontaneous stimulated emission of radiation, absorption, like this. But uh, but today we will discuss about atom excitation, excitation potential, ionization potential, like this: helium neon laser, ruby laser. And this class is only for civil, mechanical, electrical, and ECE branch students, not for CSE branch students. Only valid for mechanical, electrical, civil, and ECE branch students. So just wait. Meeting to just I am taking your attendance. थोड़ा सा रुक जाओ, अटेंडेंस दे रहे हैं मीटिंग टूल से. And I am sharing my uh, screen. Sharing my screen. Just Danish, Dinit, Dhaneshwar Mato. I am sharing my screen. Okay. Just a minute. देखो तो स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रहा है?
नो सर.
Yes,
धुंधला आ
sir.
रहा है ना?
Yes,
दिख रहा है सर,
जी
लेकिन
सर.
धुंधला दिख रहा है सर.
धुंधला आ रहा है. चलो कोई बात नहीं, हम बोलेंगे तो वो जो पहले हम पढ़ाए हैं उस नोट्स को अगर तुम लोग निकालोगे तो क्लियर हो जाएगा. धुंधला दिख रहा है हमको भी, यहाँ से
ठीक.
धुंधला दिख रहा है.
हाँ सर.
रुको, साइज छोटा करने दो. 75 में रख रहे हैं मात्र. हाँ दिखेगा. तो फर्स्ट है एक्साइटेशन पोटेंशियल. एक्साइटेशन सॉरी एटॉमिक एक्साइटेशन. एक्साइटेशन पोटेंशियल हम लोग जो हमारा जो एग्जाम चल रहा था उसमें हम लोग पूछ रहे थे कि एक्साइटेशन पोटेंशियल क्या है, आयोनाइजेशन पोटेंशियल क्या है. वो सब का जरूरत पड़ रहा था कहाँ पर? एमडी शहजाद शाह. ये बिना ब्रांच, इसका ब्रांच मेंशन ही नहीं किया है. excitation, atomic excitation. Suppose an atom can be excited to.
सर कुछ दिख नहीं रहा था.
ठीक है, नहीं दिख रहा, खाली सुन लो. ये वाला जो पेपर, ये पेज है, ये सिर्फ सुनने के लिए है. ठीक है, इसके बाद यहाँ से दिखेगा, देखो फ्रैंक हाइट.
ओके सर.
इसको सिर्फ ये समझाया हुआ है, सिर्फ हम जस्ट रिपीट कर रहे हैं. एटॉमिक एक्साइटेशन क्या है कि ये छोड़ो, इसको बाद में डिस्कस करते हैं, छोड़ो हटाओ। ये दिख रहा है फ्रैंक हाइज एक्सपेरिमेंट? हेलो,
यस सर।
ये दिख रहा है ना फ्रैंक हाइज एक्सपेरिमेंट?
यस
यस
सर।
हाँ ठीक 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 ठीक, दिख रहा है तो हम स्टार्ट करेंगे। छोड़ो ना बेटा, जाओ ना यहाँ से। तो फ्रैंक हाइज एक्सपेरिमेंट, फ्रैंक एंड हाइज both are the physicists, and they discovered 1914 they are carried an experiment, and the experiment is called Frank Hutch experiment. In 1914, 1914 में, 1914 ईयर को भी याद रखना, ये सेमिस्टर का एग्जाम में ये सब पूछा जाएगा। In 1914, Frank Hutch performed the experiment using inelastic collision of accelerated electrons with the atoms as the source of excitation. 1914, he performed an experiment using inelastic collision, not elastic, inelastic collision of accelerated electrons with the atom as the source of excitation. This experiment demonstrates that atomic energy level are present in the atom. Atomic energy level are present in the atom. Here, suppose this is a tube and the tube is filled with gas. Here, the tube is filled with gas or vapor of the atoms and is fitted with indirectly cathode C, here cathode C, grid G, and a anode A. Grid G, cathode C, and anode A. The tube filled with gas. Here, this tube is filled with gas and connected with cathode, grid, and anode. A sensitive, here there is a micrometer MA. Here, look my cursor. रुक जाओ, क्रसर भी दिक्कत हो रहा है। हाँ, ये देखो क्रसर में लास्ट में देखो, here there is a sensitive micrometer, here micrometer, and voltmeter, here voltmeter, connected with the battery. Micrometer and voltmeter are connected with the battery. The immediate, now this is the construction of the Frank Hutch experiment. Again, I will repeat the Frank Hutch experiment setup. Just a minute. Sumit Kumar, mechanical, Suminar Kumari, and Anjalita Kumari.
मम्मी चाहिए।
Ah. Again, I will repeat this experiment setup. In Frank and Hutch, 1914, they performed an experiment using inelastic collision of accelerated electrons with the atoms as the source of excitation. So they take a tube. Here, this is a tube, and this tube is filled with gas or vapor of the atoms, is fitted with indirectly with a cathode C, here cathode C, grid G, and anode A. A sensitive micrometer, here there is a micrometer, and voltmeter connected with the battery. This is the construction part of this Frank Hutch experiment. The emitted electrons from C, here from C, emitted electrons are accelerated by the potential difference VA. Emitted electrons has potential difference VA towards this G. In that case, every electrons reaching G have a kinetic energy in the form of electron volt. Electron volt. All the electrons should reach this grid with a kinetic energy in the form of electron volt. After crossing this grid G, electrons pass through a retardation potential VR. Retardation potential VR, R for retardation, V for potential, VR, and only those electrons reaches to anode A which have sufficient kinetic energy to overcome this VR. Again, I will repeat these things. The electrons are emitted from cathode C and they are accelerated by the potential difference VA towards G. So maximum electrons reaching to this grid G, and after crossing this G, electrons passes through a retardation potential VR, and only those electrons reaches to anode A which have sufficient kinetic energy to overcome this VR retardation potential. So a current, here I have written IP. So a current IP flow inside the grid anode circuit. Current flow inside the grid anode circuit and is measured with the help of this milliammeter. After that, they draw a graph between this IP and here VA. After, when the electrons reaches to this anode A, current flow means current flow inside the grid and A, and the current is measured by this milliammeter. So they can draw a graph between this IP and this VA. After that, they will got this figure, this graph. According to this graph, if VA is increased from 0 here, VA is increased from 0, the kinetic energy EVA of electrons means the electrons reach to the grid. So the electrons have kinetic energy in the form of electron volt. So when VA is increased, here this VA is increased, just wait, Kanaya Mishra, Abhishek Subham. VA increased from 0, the kinetic energy EV of electron is increased. So more of them cross G, more of them cross G and reach to A, increasing this IP. Just wait. क्या हो रहा है कि जैसे जैसे VA इंक्रीज हो रहा है 0 से, this VA is increased here this VA is increased from 0, the kinetic energy in the form of electron volt of electron is increased. So more of the electron cross this G and reach to anode A, increasing IP, current IP. Rise from means here in this graph at 0 condition, at 0 point, uh, when the electron is at cathode means here the electron means here at the position of 0. After increasing VA, it reaches to M, then it comes at N, and again it reaches to O point. So rise from O to Q. In this graph, you see the rise from O to Q in the curve indicates that up to the corresponding value of the accelerating voltage, here accelerating voltage, collision of electrons with the atoms are elastic and number of electrons reaching A increases with a potential VA. Again, the abrupt fall here, abrupt fall M to N or O to P, like this position, the abrupt fall in IP from M to N or VA is equal to VA1, we can say indicates that when kinetic energy of electron, means here electrons are present at the maximum electrons are reach to the grid G. So when kinetic energy of electron is EVA in the form of electron volt, this undergoes inelastic collision with the atoms to the grid G. So their kinetic energy after crossing G is smaller than EVR. Here EVR. Again rise from N to O, N to O in this graph. Here rising from N to O indicates that the collision of electrons are again elastic. Here inelastic collision you have seen, but N to O again elastic collision can be done. If they undergo an inelastic collision, it involves here EVA2, EVA2 informed. Here means if inelastic collision will be done, then it involves energy EVA2, and then kinetic energy overcome this VR. Hence collision continue to VA2, which again most of the collision are inelastic.
सोच जा
हाँ आनंद तो
दिखा दो
means here collision continue up to VA2. Collision continue up to this VA2. Again, most of the collision are inelastic. Here inelastic means sudden drop in IP from O to P. So we conclude, or it is clear that the collision of the electrons with the atoms are inelastic form, and they have some critical potentials. Critical potentials means here VA1, VA2, VA3 are the critical potential, and discrete energy level is in the form of here in place of this EVA. Discrete energy level is EVA1, for VA2, EVA2, and here the discrete, just wait, here for VA3 the discrete energy level, suppose रुक जाओ क्रसर गड़बड़ हो रहा है, here EVA3, here the discrete energy level is EVA3. So Frank has observed that emission spectra of vapor during इलेक्ट्रॉन बोmbardment, फिर से इसको एक बार बोल रहे हैं, Frank and Hurd experiment. Frank and Hurd in 1914 they performed an experiment with the inelastic collision of accelerated electrons with the atoms as the source of excitation. Atoms has to be taken due to the source of excitations. So here there is a tube. This is the tube, and the tube is filled with gas or vapor. The atom, and they are connected with cathode C, grid G, and anode A. A microammeter and voltmeters. Here there are two voltmeters are connected with the battery. Just wait, two candidates, Manish Kumar, Parveen Singh Puntia. There are two voltmeters, VA and VR, and there is a milliammeter is connected with the battery. The emitted electrons from C cathode. The electrons are emitted and accelerated by the potential difference VA towards G. So maximum electrons reaches to G and have a kinetic energy in the form of EVA, electron volt. After crossing this G, electrons pass through a retardation potential that is denoted by VR, V suffix में R, and only those electrons reaches to A which have sufficient kinetic energy to overcome this VR, retardation potential. So there is a current IP. Here I have written IP flow inside the grid anode circuit, which is measured through this milliampere. So they taken a graph between current IP and VA. So in after the taking of graph, they can draw this type of graph. Means here in x-axis VA is to be taken, and for y-axis current IP is to be taken. So initially the statement of Frankel is when the VA is increased, this VA is increased from 0, means here from C electrons are emitted, means VA is increased from 0, the kinetic energy in the form of electron volt of electron is increased. So maximum more of the electrons cross this G, means reaches to G, and again it reaches to A, anode A, when the current IP increase. When the current is increases, the electrons
हेलो सर
yes
सर मुस्कान दो वेटिंग में है
ठीक okay. When the current is increases, means IP increases, in that case electrons reaches to maximum electrons reaches to anode A. So here rising from O to Q in this curve, which states that up to the corresponding value of the accelerating voltage BA2 BA3, collision of the electrons with the atoms are elastic. Here atoms with the atoms, collision of electrons as with the atoms are elastic, and max number of electrons reaching to A. Here according to this graph we can say that number of electrons reaches to A with VA. in this figure means, see here, from the point M to N means abrupt fall in current from M to N, or VA is equal to VA1, we can say. It states that when kinetic energy of electron, only we have discussed about this diagram, M to N. When kinetic energy of electron is in the form of electron volt, EVA, these undergo inelastic collision with the atoms close to this G. So kinetic energy crossing G is smaller than this EVR. Here, EVR. Again rising from N2O. Here, N2O. After completion of discussion from M to N, we are talking about the point N2O. Means here we can see the rising condition is arise. So it indicates that collision of electrons are again elastic. Here, elastic collision will be formed. If they undergo an inelastic collision, it involves here VA2 means EVA2, and then gain kinetic energy sufficient to overcome this VR. Here, this VR. Hence, collision continue. Here, we can see the collision continue up to VA2, which again most of the collision are inelastic. Here, see, inelastic means it fall from point O to P. Hence, it is clear that the collision of the electrons with the atoms are inelastic. Only for some critical potentials means VA1, VA2, VA3, and atoms have discrete energy in the form of EVA1, EVA2, and EVA3, like this. So Frank has observed that emission spectra of vapor during electron bombardment. So for mercury vapor, this line is important. For mercury vapor, Frank and Hertz found an minimum energy of 4.9 electron volt. ये पूछा जाएगा इस इंटरनल एग्जाम में. For mercury vapor, Frank and Hertz experiment found a minimum energy of 4.9 electron volt required to excite 2536 angstrom spectral line of mercury. 2536 एंगस्ट्रम कब हो रहा है? जब कितना स्पेक्ट्रल लाइन ऑफ मरकरी हमको कितना मिल रहा है? 2536 अकॉर्डिंग टू द फ्रैंक एंड हर्ट्ज एक्सपेरिमेंट. got minimum energy 4.9 electron volt. 4.9 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट ये मिनिमम इलेक्ट्रॉन एनर्जी है. और इन दिस केस दे गॉट 2536 एंगस्ट्रम स्पेक्ट्रल लाइन ऑफ मरकरी. ये लाइन पूछा जाएगा ऑब्जेक्टिव में. हाउ मेनी स्पेक्ट्रल लाइन्स ऑफ मरकरी are observed in Frank-Hertz experiment? There are 4 options are given. Suppose option 1 is 3000 angstrom. Again, second choice is suppose 2500. Third choice given 2536 angstrom. And I am upgrading this class. So completion of this class you can join again in this link. आज हम रूबी लेजर और हीलियम लेजर इसको क्लियर करेंगे, इसीलिए ज्वाइन करोगे. 2 क्लास लगे 3 क्लास लगे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. हमारा जो हाउ मेनी स्पेक्ट्रल लाइंस ऑफ मरकरी वी हैव ऑब्जर्व Frank and Hull experiment state 2536 angstrom. याद रखना इसको. Now next we have discussed about ruby laser. Here ruby laser. Ruby rod is called here. See this diagram. Here we are applying ruby. Ruby is a scientist. He apply a liquid nitrogen in this tube. Here there is a glass tube. This AB tube is coated with a glass tube or covered with a glass tube. There is a gas discharge tube is wound over this tube. This is the inlet part of the liquid nitrogen, and here outlet part of the liquid nitrogen is given here. Here A and B are the two ends of this tube, ruby tube. Now gas discharge tube. Here this gas discharge tube is wound with over this tube. Here there is a rod, ruby rod. Ruby rod is connected with this tube, and again there is a power supply is connected with this ruby rod, and here laser beam output beam is given in this right direction. This is the construction part. Means here all the parts which are given in this experiment I have explained. So rather ruby rod, here ruby rod is called laser rod. Here ruby rod, RUBY. I am missing Y. You just correct it. RUBY, ruby rod. Ruby rod is called laser rod. So ruby rod, ruby is a crystal. Ruby is a crystal of aluminum oxide. Aluminum oxide with, in addition of aluminum oxide, chromium oxide is also mixed with the aluminum oxide as a percentage of 0.03 to 0.05%. Ruby rod, here ruby rod is 2 to 30 centimeter long, and its diameter is 0.2 to 2 centimeter. Just remember all these things. In your internal exam, this type of question will ask ruby rod is made by which element? So you just correct with aluminum oxide, as well as chromium oxide also, and the percentage of chromium oxide is 0.03 to 0.05%. The length of this ruby rod is 2 to 30 centimeter. 2 to 30 centimeter is the length of this ruby rod, and its diameter is 0.5 to 2 centimeter. Flat end faces of the ruby rod are parallel. Here, see here. Flat end faces of the rod are parallel. Ground also and silvered. Due to this one face A, become here A face become reflecting, and another face B is partially reflecting. This is the construction part. Again, I will told this construction part. Ruby rod is called laser rod. Ruby rod is a crystal, is made by crystal of aluminum oxide, Al2O3, aluminum oxide. and as well as it is added with a chromium oxide, Cr2O3, chromium oxide, and the amount of chromium oxide is 0.03% to 0.05%. The length of this ruby rod here, the length of this ruby rod is 2 to 30 centimeter and its diameter is 0.5 to 2 centimeter. There are two faces in this ruby rod, A and B, and the faces are flat, parallel, ground, and silvered. Due to one face A is fully reflecting and another face B is partially reflecting. The ruby rod is placed along the axis of xenon flash tube. Here, ruby rod is placed along the axis of axis of xenon flash tube in such a way that it is surrounded by coils of the tube through which electric current flows. A flash is sent through here. A flash is sent through this tube. Then some of the part of the energy is emitted and is used to heating the apparatus, whole apparatus, and another part of the energy is in the form of blue and green radiation, which is absorbed by this ruby rod. The ruby, again I will repeat this thing. The ruby rod is placed along the axis of the xenon flash tube in such a way that it is surrounded by coils of the tubes through which the electric current flows. A flash is sent through this tube, then some of the energy is used by the used for the heating of the whole apparatus, and rest of the energy is used in the form of blue and green radiation, which is absorbed by this ruby rod. So this is the construction and working of the ruby rod. After the completion of this ruby rod, here there are three energy levels, A, B, and M. A, B, and M are the three energy levels of chromium ions. When light from flash tube is fall on the ruby rod, the chromium ion absorbs green component, and after that it excited to the energy level A to the level B. When light from the flash tube, remember the diagram in your mind. When light from the flash tube is fall on the ruby rod, the chromium ion absorb the green component. Before 2 to 3 lines before, I have told that green and blue light is absorbed by the chromium line. So here, when light from the flash tube is fall on the ruby rod, the chromium ion is absorb the green component. Chromium ion only absorb green component and excited from the energy level A to energy level B. From the energy level B, a part of the excited atom return to the ground level A